I sent my subscribers to paradise. Kind of. Unlock the magic. 15 must-see attractions in Barbados. Use my voice, bring your sunscreen, and let's do this with a side of positive humor. First up, we are going deep underground into Harrison's cave. This place is absolutely insane. It's not just a cave, it's a cave. It's a living, breathing, crystal wonderland. We hopped on this electric tram that takes you right through the middle of it. Feels like a secret level in a video game. The stalactites, stalagmites are massive. Some have been growing for thousands of years. They are literally everywhere. They call one of the main caverns the Great Hall, and it is over 50 feet high. You feel so tiny in there. Honestly, if you only do one thing in Barbados that isn't a beach, this has to be it. The guides are hilarious and tell you all these crazy facts, like how the formations grow less than a millimeter a year. You can even get out and walk right up to a waterfall, the cascades inside the cave. It's cold, it's echoey, and it's one of the coolest things I have ever seen. You have to see it to believe it. This is an absolute 10 out of 10 unmissable spot. Next, we're hitting Carlisle Bay. I'm not kidding. The water here is so clear and turquoise, it looks like blue Gatorade. It's what's hiding underneath. This bay is a graveyard for shipwrecks, and you can literally swim right out to them from the beach. I grabbed a snorkel, and within minutes, I was floating over 6 different wrecks, with fish swimming all around me. It feels like you're in an episode of National Geographic. This is the perfect spot for literally anyone. If you want to snorkel with sea turtles and explore sunken ships, you can. If you just want to lie on a perfect calm beach with soft white sand and do absolutely nothing, this is your place. The water is so gentle, you could float here for hours. There are no big waves, just pure relaxation. Grab a paddleboard or just your goggles, because Carlisle Bay is where you find the adventure right off the shore. Alright, so we've seen the calm, now get ready for the chaos. Welcome to Bathsheba Beach. This place is the complete opposite of the calm west coast. The Atlantic Ocean crashes into these massive mushroom-shaped rock formations that have been broken off from ancient coral reefs. It looks like a landscape from another world. You can't really swim here unless you want to get tossed around like laundry in a washing machine, but that's what makes it so epic. This beach is a photographer's dream. Every angle is a postcard. You'll see surfers riding some of the most famous waves in the Caribbean. They call this spot the Supo for a reason. It's rugged, it's sea, it's powerful, and it's one of the most dramatically beautiful places on the entire island. Even if you just come here to climb on the rocks and watch the waves explode, it's a must-see. It's called the Animal Flower Cave, so you think it's full of, flowers. Wrong. The animal flowers are actually sea anemones that live in the rock pools inside the cave. When you get close, they snap shut. It's super weird and cool. This cave is right on the northernmost tip of the island, and the main chamber has giant openings that look out directly onto the Atlantic Ocean. It's like a natural window to the sea. The views from the cliffs outside the cave are just as insane as what's inside. You're standing on the edge of the island, with nothing but the ocean in front of you. On a clear day, you can see the waves crashing for miles. You can even swim in the natural rock pool inside the cave, which is a crazy experience. It feels like you're in a secret pirate hideout. This spot is a perfect mix of bizarre nature and breathtaking scenery. Get ready to go back in time, because we're at St. Nicholas Abbey. And no, it's not an actual abbey with monks. It's one of the oldest and most beautiful plantation houses in the entire Caribbean, built in the 1600s. Walking through this place is like stepping onto a movie set. The house is perfectly preserved with antique furniture, and you can just feel the history. But the best part, they make their own world-class rum right here. You can tour the entire property, see the old steam mill they still use to crush sugarcane, and then the grand finale, do a rum tasting. This isn't just any rum, it's some of the best on the planet. I also highly recommend the steam train ride that goes around the plantation. It takes you up to Cherry Tree Hill and gives you some of the most stunning views of the island's east coast. It's history, scenery, and rum all in one epic location. You can't come to Barbados and not pay respects to its most famous invention, rum. And we're at the Holy Grail, the Mount Gay Rum Distillery. This is literally the oldest rum distillery in the world, dating all the way back to 1703. They've been making rum here for over 300 years, which is just, mind-boggling. Drinking rum in Barbados isn't just a fun activity, it's practically a cultural requirement. And this is where it all started. The tour here is awesome. You learn the whole story. Sugarcane fields, distilling process, massive barrels where the rum is aged. Of course, the tour ends with a tasting session. My tip? Try the XO, the extra old stuff. It's so smooth. It's a super fun and interesting way to spend an afternoon, and you'll leave with a much deeper appreciation for the island's national drink. Plus, you get to drink rum, so it's a win-win. Alright, prepare to be amazed because we are at the legendary Crane Beach. This isn't just any beach, it's famous for its pink-tinged sand. When the sun hits it just right, the whole shoreline has this beautiful, subtle pink glow. It's backed by these huge cliffs, which makes it feel super dramatic and secluded. You can get here by walking down a long set of stairs, or, and this is the pro move, taking the glass front elevator down from the Crane Resort. This beach has the perfect combination of everything. The waves are big enough to be fun for boogie boarding, but there's also a calmer section protected by a reef where you can just relax. It is incredibly luxurious and exclusive. Even though it's a public beach, it's been named one of the best beaches in the world time and time again, and when you're standing there looking at the pink sand and the powerful blue waves, you totally understand why. If you want to see some wildlife but not in a zoo, you have to go to the Barbados Wildlife Reserve. This place is amazing because most of the animals just roam free. You walk along these brick paths through a mahogany forest, and suddenly you'll see a tortoise chilling on the path or a deer peeking through the trees. It's an open-air sanctuary and it feels so natural. You're a guest in their home. The main attraction here is the Barbados green monkeys. They are everywhere. The best time to go is around 2 p.m., which is feeding time. Hundreds of them come out of the forest to eat, and you can get incredibly close. They're hilarious to watch. Besides the monkeys, you'll see tortoises, peacocks, iguanas, and all sorts of birds. It's a super relaxed and fun experience, especially if you love animals. It feels way more authentic than a traditional zoo. If you're in Barbados on a weekend, there's only one place to be on a Friday night: the Oistins Fish Fry. Don't let the name fool you. This is way more than just dinner. It's a massive outdoor party. The entire town square transforms into this huge festival with dozens of food stalls grilling up the freshest fish you will ever taste. I'm talking marlin, swordfish, tuna, flying fish, all served with amazing local sides like macaroni pie and sweet potatoes. The vibe is just electric. There's loud music playing, people are dancing, local artisans are selling crafts. You grab a plate of food, find a spot at a communal table, and just soak in the atmosphere. It's the best way to experience local Bajan culture, eat incredible food for cheap, and just have an amazing time. Dhruv takes a huge bite and gives a thumbs up. Seriously, do not miss this. It's loud, it's chaotic, and it's one of the most fun nights you will ever have. We are in the capital city, Bridgetown, and the nearby garrison. This entire area is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and it's packed with history. Bridgetown is a bustling city with colorful colonial buildings and amazing shopping, especially on Broad Street. You can see the Parliament buildings, which are these incredible Gothic-style structures, and walk across the Chamberlain Bridge for a perfect photo op of the careenage. Just a short drive away is the Garrison Historic Area, which was the largest British military garrison in the Caribbean. You can see the old barracks, the clock tower, and even visit the house where George Washington stayed, the only country he ever visited outside of the United States. It's a fascinating area to just walk around and imagine what it was like hundreds of years ago. It's a must-do for any history buffs out there. If Oistins is the Friday night plan, then St. Lawrence Gap is the plan for every other night of the week. This place is the undisputed entertainment capital of Barbados. By day, it's a beautiful stretch of coastline with small, calm beaches like Dover Beach, perfect for a quiet swim. But when the sun goes down, the Gap completely transforms into a vibrant, buzzing strip of restaurants, bars, nightclubs. You can find literally everything here. Want a fancy dinner overlooking the water? Got it. Want a casual rum shop with live music spilling onto the street? Got that too. The whole street comes alive with people walking around, music playing from every bar, and an incredible energy. After all that partying, you might need a place to chill out. Welcome to Farley Hill National Park. This place is pure peace and quiet. It's located on a hill overlooking the Atlantic coast, and at its center are the ruins of a once grand plantation house. The house burned down in the 1960s, and now it's this beautiful, haunting skeleton of a building covered in vines. It looks like something out of an adventure movie. The park itself is a beautiful grove of mahogany trees, and it's the perfect spot for a picnic. The main reason to come here, though, is the view. There's a lookout point that gives you one of the most breathtaking, sweeping panoramic views of the entire east coast of Barbados. You can see the rugged coastline and the ocean for miles. It's incredibly serene and a great place to just sit, relax, and take in the natural beauty of the island. Get your snorkel gear ready again because we're heading to Folkestone Marine Park. This place is basically an underwater park designed for snorkelers. There's an artificial reef that was created by sinking a ship, the Stavronikita, but that one's for advanced divers. For the rest of us, there's an inshore reef that's perfect for beginners. You can just walk in from the beach and immediately see tons of colorful fish and marine life. What makes this spot great is how accessible it is. There's a boardwalk along the reef so you can see where to go, and the water is usually very calm. They also have a great little museum on site with marine life exhibits. It's cool to check out before or after your swim. It's a fantastic spot for families or anyone who wants a guaranteed great snorkeling experience without having to book a boat tour. Just show up and jump in. We're ending our tour at a spot that's all about the view, Cherry Tree Hill. Cherry Tree Hill, not a big park, just a viewpoint. Follow the mahogany-lined road up to the top, but when you get to the top and look out, you will be blown away. From about 850 feet up, you get an absolutely stunning panoramic view. Looking down over the east coast, the Scotland district, Bathsheba in the distance. It's one of the most famous and beloved viewpoints on the island. The road is lined with majestic cherry trees. Fun fact, they're not actually cherry trees. The trees form a gorgeous canopy over the road. Come late in the afternoon, the light is perfect for photos. If you time it for sunset, the sky explodes with color. It's the perfect, beautiful, and peaceful spot to end an epic tour of Barbados. And that's a wrap. 15 reasons to book a ticket to Barbados, like right now. Fast montage recap of all 15 spots, deep inside a crystal cave, top of a cliff with $1 million view. We swam with turtles over shipwrecks. We partied at the world's best fish fry, and we hung out with wild monkeys. I told you this place was full of surprises. If you are not already searching for flights, you might want to check your pulse. This island is pure magic. We barely scratched the surface. Barbados has something for everyone. Whether you want non-stop adventure or just want to chill on the most beautiful beaches on the planet. I hope this super fast tour got you hyped to visit. Remember, this was just a quick 7-minute highlight reel. I have longer, more detailed videos on some of these spots if you want to dive deeper, so be sure to check out the playlist. Thank you so much for watching.